Hey, what's up, YouTubers? Here we are with a quick update on the Red Sea Reef Care program. So far, I can say that we probably haven't seen much progress. Probably not as much as would have been expected. But then again, we have been dealing with a bunch of other factors. So, first of all, on this video here, I did stop using the Reef Energy for a few weeks. The only reason being was that, I figured if I am going all out on this Red Sea Reef Care program, that I figured that it'd probably be best to follow their instructions to a T. And in their instructions, they call for you to start, or they recommend for you to start with the Reef Foundation program. From there, moving on to the algae control program, then going on to the nutrition, followed by coloration. I was going to skip the algae management program, being that I really don't have any algae in my tank, any nuisance algae, but I figured I can go ahead and it wouldn't hurt to carbon dose, so I went ahead and took a step back, got my parameters where they needed to be, all recommended parameters for their calcium, alkalinity, and magnesium. I raised them to where they wanted them to be, and then I monitored them for an entire week, saw what my tank or my coral were consuming, and went from there. Okay, so there was a slight issue with the Reef Foundation program. For some reason, it raised my calcium sky high. It left my magnesium where it's supposed to be, and my alkalinity, it left it where it's supposed to be as well. So these elements went ahead and maintained, but the calcium went out of control. So we had to take a step back. I had to do a water change and had to bring that down. Been working on getting them back to where they need to be. Now I am stuck at a point where my alkalinity is being consumed at a much faster rate than calcium and magnesium. So I am working on that, trying to maintain alkalinity up high. I say up high because I'm used to keeping it a lot lower than what they recommend, but been struggling to keep it up at 12.6, I believe, is what they recommend. But that hasn't slowed me down. At the same time, I did go ahead and start using the no-pox. I really had 0 nitrates and 0 phosphates in my system, and I really believe that that is the reason why my coral have been growing at such a slow rate. So I had been dosing nitrates and phosphates in my tank to get them to the required levels. Soon as I got that there, I went ahead and dosed no-pox. Today is day 3 of dosing no-pox, and I have not yet tested to see what my phosphate and nitrates are at. We will test per instructions a week later and adjust from there. I'm probably going to have to redose nitrates and phosphates. I did maintain them there a whole week before I went ahead and started the no-pox, but my tank seems to be able to handle phosphates and nitrates fairly well. So we shall see where we stand after that. I am not waiting on the calcium, alkalinity, and magnesium to get into place before I start using no-pox. That was originally my goals, but I decided to go ahead and start those together, and even if I have to slow down on the foundation elements, I will keep using no-pox. And I have once again started using Reef Energy. what I can tell you, the first 2 weeks, that is what I used it for, 2 weeks straight before I went ahead and cut it off. But those first 2 weeks, I can tell you that the polyp extension on these corals was definitely an improvement. You will see a little bit further down than a little bit down from where my camera's at right now. You can see my acans. Obviously, a lot of us know that LPS. Oh, look at the polyp extension there at peak hour for the lights being on. See how they're out right there? Well, a lot of us know that LPS tend to not show their polyps until after your lights go out for the night. Just with these 2 weeks of using Reef Energy, I've noticed that polyps are out absolutely all of the time. Specifically on those acans there. I do have a brain coral in the tank. It was in pretty bad shape when I got it, and it's been recovering ever since. But that I haven't seen too much polyp extension throughout the day from that one. There is an increased polyp extension during nighttime, but not so much throughout the day. And keep posted, or stay tuned. I will keep you guys posted. I'll show you constant updates, but for now, that's about where we stand. Stay tuned, guys.